Hello everyone, this is Mohan Raghavan. In today's video, we are going to see JavaScript classes. Even though we have constructor function inside the JavaScript, still we have the keyword called classes from ES 2015 version of JavaScript. However, underlying structure will be still with the constructor function. So in this video, we will understand how to create the classes or how to create the class declaration and how to create the objects from the classes. As part of introduction video about the classes, we can create the class by using the class keyword followed by the class name. By naming convention, the class name will start with caps letter. And every class will be having only one constructor function, which will be called for every object creation. In this constructor function, we will be using what are the mandatory fields that we need to set up when you create the object for the particular class. Apart from the constructor function, we may have any number of methods that will be attached to the prototype object. So what is prototype object that we have seen in the previous videos? So apart from this one, we can create the object by using the new keyword followed by the class name. Inside the class constructor, whatever the parameters we used, we need to pass the values for the object creation. So in this example person class, we have the first and last name, so that whenever you want to create the object for the person class, you need to pass the first and last name. Once you create the object, we are printing the P1 object and we are calling the greet method. When you print the P1 object, you can clearly see it is type of person class and it has only two properties, first and last. But still we can call the greet method by using the P1 because this greet method is attached to the prototype object. So that means that the greet method can be shared with all the objects that were created using the person class. Similar to the function expression and function declaration, we can send the classes as the argument. We can return the classes from other classes or other functions. For example, rather than creating the class person as the class declaration, even we can create let person. Here, rather than mentioning the person, we will mention only the class expression. So it will work in the same way. So let me check that one. Yes, it works in the same way. So we can create the class declaration or we can create the class expression. When you create as a class expression, this class can be sent as an argument or returned from the other functions. Apart from that, we have other things. For example, even though we have the class keyword, we can still use the prototype object. For example, let's say whenever you have other methods, by implicitly, it will be attached to the prototype object. We don't need to see that, but still we can call that method by using the person.prototype.greet. Still it will work. At the same time, after creating the classes also, we can still attach some properties to the prototype object so that it will be shared across all the instances. Still you can see the prototype object. So whatever the things you are just attaching after the class declaration, that you can see in the person.prototype. And we can see other arguments like prototype has still every object will be having the underscore proto that we have discussed in the previous video. Even for person.prototype, we can see what is the prototype object. Even we can see what is the constructor function for the person.prototype. So let me check these things. Let me clear the screen. Here you can see, even we can call the method person.prototype.greet. So we are attaching the value v100 as a value for the prototype object. After that, if you just print it, the person.prototype will be having the v value as 100. So that will be shared across all the instances for the person class. And even the person.prototype will be having the prototype object, which is nothing but object in our class. And it will be having the prototype object as a null that we discussed. And the constructor function is just like a loop back. So it will be just pointing to the same class again. So which is nothing but the class called person here. So this way we can clearly understand, even though we can use the class keyword, underlying structure still will be the constructor function. But just if you want to use as a class, you can use as a class. It can be declaration or it can be expression. You can use the constructor function and you can use the other prototype methods, which will be shared across all the instances. So this is all about the introduction about the classes. So in total, we have seen we can create the class by using the class declaration or class expression. And every class will be having only one constructor function, which will be called for every object calling or object creation. And after that, we can have any number of methods that will be attached to the prototype object. Externally, you cannot see the prototype object, but internally you will be using the constructor function. If you want to check it, we can use the person.prototype, or we can attach external properties again after the class declaration also. And we can see the methods as well. Even we can create the instance and we can call, otherwise we can directly call that method by using the person.prototype the specific method name. Remaining all the things works in the same way like the constructor function, because the underlying structure is still within the constructor function of the class. So this is all about the introduction about the classes. So thanks for watching and have a great day.